Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I'm Nina. Today we are covering part 2 of the birthmark. So in part 1, we learned about Georgiana's birthmark that's on the left side of her face, right? And even though her husband didn't like it, she felt like it was her good luck charm.
That's right. So I think, a special little birthmark shaped like a hand, that could be a good luck charm.
Yeah, there are many good luck charms that people have, right?
Yeah, I think of some like common examples. Maybe someone has found a 4-leaf clover.
Ooh, yes.
So that's a very popular good luck charm.
Yes.
For some reason, a lucky rabbit's foot is a good luck charm for some people.
Yes, I've heard about that, but I find that weird. I don't like it.
It's a little bit strange to carry around a piece of an animal for good luck.
Yes, but sometimes good luck can come from many places, or people will think certain things are good luck, and it makes them feel good and maybe have a peace of mind, right? For example, my grandmother once gave me a bracelet that was meant to be for good luck, and I wore it every single day until it broke.
Oh.
Yeah, and it broke a while ago, so I think maybe that's why I haven't had the best luck the past 5 years or so.
I don't know if it was working because it sounds kind of unlucky that it broke.
Well, maybe, it passed its expiration date.
Okay, all the luck was gone.
Yes, I need a new one.
Yes. All right, well, we're going to learn more about this good luck charm that she has, that is her birthmark, when we get into part 2.
Okay.
As time passed, the couple grew unhappy. Aylmer couldn't stand the sight of the birthmark, and Georgiana feared his looks. To please Aylmer, she agreed to remove the birthmark.
Okay, now we're at part 2 of the birthmark. Let's learn a little bit more about what they decided to do about this birthmark because someone didn't like it very much.
All right. As time passed, the couple grew unhappy. Okay, so we're talking about the couple. So in this case, we're talking about Aylmer and Georgiana, and a couple is just two people who are partnered in a relationship, or it can also mean two similar objects that go together are also a couple.
Yes.
So we're talking about people as a couple. We're always talking about, two people that are together, like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife, and those kinds of relationships. So an example sentence, my parents have been a couple since they were in their 20s.
Oh, that's a long time. Okay, so getting back into the article, Aylmer couldn't stand the sight of the birthmark, and Georgiana feared his looks. Okay, so he couldn't stand the sight of it. That means every time he saw it, he just didn't want to look at it, right? It was too much for him. He thought it was very ugly. And I guess Georgiana didn't like the way he felt about it because he would look at her differently.
Well, sounds like if she just got some really good makeup,
that would help.
Would solve everyone's problems.
Indeed, right?
But maybe she doesn't feel she has to do that because it's her good luck charm.
Yeah.
Back to the story. To please Aylmer, she agreed to remove the birthmark.
Okay, so she agreed to remove the birthmark. Unfortunately, she didn't want to, but she wanted her husband to be happy. She wanted to please him. So when you use please as a verb, it means to make someone happy. For example, the gift pleased her very much.
All right, so she has now finally agreed to get rid of her birthmark, but that's her good luck charm. It's something that she likes, and she doesn't want to get rid of it. So I wonder how she will feel when it's actually gone, because she's done something to herself to please another person that maybe will hurt her every time she looks in the mirror.
That's true, and we don't know how they're actually going to try to remove it. So let's find out after we go to Tina.
Hello, I'm Tina. 今天我们继续来看看胎记这个故事。随着时间过去，这对夫妻变得不快乐。Elmer 一看到那个胎记就受不了，而 Georgiana 害怕丈夫的神情。为了让 Elmer 高兴，她同意去除胎记。我们先来看看单字 couple 名词夫妻。The couple walked in the park together. 那对夫妻一起在公园散步。Please 动词使高兴，使满意。Kevin worked hard to please his boss. Kevin 努力工作来使老板高兴。文法的部分刚刚提到了 Somebody can't stand the sight of 加名词，某人无法忍受看到什么。Stand 在这里表示忍受， sight 指的是景象。举例来说 Lisa can't stand the sight of bugs. Lisa 无法忍受看到虫子。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, so now we know that they've been unhappy. The couple, they weren't happy together anymore, and it's all because of that birthmark. So now she's going to remove it.
It sounds like Elmer is the problem instead of the birthmark.
Yeah, probably actually. It sounds like Elmer maybe needs to just get over it and accept his wife for who she is and with all of her flaws and good things. And in fact, she's mostly very beautiful.
Exactly. All right, let's go to the second part of the story and we will be right back.
Aylmer believed he had a cure, so he took Georgiana to his lab. Aylmer tried a bunch of experiments on Georgiana. However, they came to nothing. Georgiana started to have doubts about her husband. That made Aylmer angry, and he said she didn't trust him. Georgiana told Aylmer that she always believed in him. That calmed him down.
Okay, welcome back from the break. Let's get back into this story.
All right. Aylmer believed he had a cure, so he took Georgiana to his lab.
Right, Aylmer is actually a scientist, right? We learned that in part 1. So maybe he can whip up something, some kind of potion to help her get rid of her birthmark.
Right, so he says he has a cure for this birthmark. Now, a cure is a medicine or a procedure done to make someone healthy again from a sickness or a disease or something that's causing them discomfort. So to call this a cure for what Georgiana believes is a good luck charm is kind of saying that that's something that's wrong with her and needs to be fixed, whereas it's not actually causing her any harm. So
if anything, it's bringing her good luck.
That's right, so I don't know if it needs a cure.
Yeah.
Example sentence, scientists are working very hard to find a cure for cancer.
Okay, and he wants to whip up this cure in his lab, a laboratory where scientific work is done. Okay, for example, the students worked in the science lab. All right, continuing, Aylmer tried a bunch of experiments on Georgiana. However, they came to nothing. I don't think that sounds very safe.
Yeah, usually you would hope that someone has done experiments, well, not on animals, I don't know, maybe on animals, maybe not, but to do it first time on a person is kind of risky. I don't know.
Especially someone that you love. Wow.
So, well, maybe he's being very, very careful. Okay, let's see what Tina has to say.
Elmer 认为自己有治疗方法，于是带着 Georgiana 到实验室，并在她身上做了许多实验。然而，这些实验全都没有结果。我们来看看单字哦 ，cure 名词，疗法，治愈。There is a cure for the flu. 流感是可以治愈的。Lab 名词，实验室，它是 laboratory 的简称。Mike works in a big lab every day. Mike 每天在一间大型实验室工作。文法的部分刚刚提到了 come to nothing， 毫无结果，一无所获。come to 表示导致造成某种结果。举例来说 ，Their big plan came to nothing。他们的大计划毫无结果。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, and we are back, so let's continue with the story. Georgiana started to have doubts about her husband.
Oh, because the tests or experiments that he tried were not working, right?
Right, so is he really as skillful of a scientist as she thought he was? So she has doubts about him. So a doubt is a lack of certainty or a disbelief that something has confidence. So when she says she has doubts about him, it means, yeah, maybe she doesn't know if he is really that great of a scientist because why aren't these experiments working?
Yeah, so continuing with the story, that made Elmer angry. And he said she didn't trust him. Okay, so he thinks that she doesn't trust maybe his skills as a scientist, that he can get rid of this birthmark.
Yeah, well, maybe she doesn't trust him because he said he loved her, but he only cares about this birthmark. Doesn't seem to care about her. All right, back to the story. Georgiana told Aylmer that she always believed in him. That calmed him down.
Wow, this Elmer guy doesn't sound like a great husband. He's just getting angry. He wants her to change. You know, he's failing at what his job is. I don't know. I don't like him very much.
Well, he's a scientist. He didn't say he was a birthmark remover scientist. I don't know what kind of science he does.
Well, then maybe he shouldn't get mad that, you know, she thought he was failing all the time.
I guess not. All right, well, let's go see what Tina has to say.
Okay.
Georgiana 开始对丈夫产生怀疑，这让 Elmer 很生气，说他不信任他。Georgiana 说她一直都是相信他的，这才让他冷静下来。我们来看单字 doubt， 名词，疑问、怀疑。Lisa has little doubt about her new plan.Lisa 对她的新计划几乎没有怀疑。文法的部分刚刚提到了 A calms B down， A 使 B 冷静下来。Calm 是动词，指的是使平静、使冷静。举例来说 ，Deep breaths can usually calm me down fast。深呼吸通常能让我很快冷静下来。Breath 指的就是呼吸。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, so Georgiana, she still has this birthmark. She hasn't gotten rid of it yet, even though they are now trying
and failing
and
a lot.
Failing.
But, you know, I think Aylmer is going to keep trying, you know, because he felt upset or mad when Georgiana thought that, you know, he's not really doing a good job.
I don't know. I think maybe Aylmer is going to see that he was wrong, that he shouldn't try to change people, and he should love her the way she is.
Wouldn't that be great?
And then they can live happily ever after.
I guess we're gonna have to review the story again for now, and we will see you tomorrow to find out what happens next.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
As time passed, the couple grew unhappy. Aylmer couldn't stand the sight of the birthmark, and Georgiana feared his looks. To please Aylmer, she agreed to remove the birthmark. Aylmer believed he had a cure, so he took Georgiana to his lab. Aylmer tried a bunch of experiments on Georgiana. However, they came to nothing. Georgiana started to have doubts about her husband. That made Aylmer angry, and he said she didn't trust him. Georgiana told Aylmer that she always believed in him. That calmed him down.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 couple 名词夫妻 please 动词使高兴使满意 cure 名词疗法治愈 lab 名词实验室 doubt 名词疑问怀疑。接着我们来看文法的部分。Somebody can't stand the sight of 加名词，某人无法忍受看到什么。Some people can't stand the sight of blood. 有些人一看到血就受不了。Come to nothing. 毫无结果，一无所获。All our efforts came to nothing. 我们所有的努力都化为乌有。A calms B down. A 使 B 冷静下来。Listening to music usually calms Alyssa down. 听音乐通常会让 Alyssa 平静下来。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，那我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Kiki, call 119.
What?
Call 119.
What happened?
I'm dying. I'm losing too much blood. I see the light.
Oh my gosh. What did you cut? That's a lot of blood.
Oh no, this is not blood. This is ketchup. This is from lunch. It's my napkin. I cut my nail too deep.
I'll get the first aid kit.
I'm dizzy.
Sometimes you might be faced with a medical situation that isn't so major that you need to go to the hospital or call an ambulance. So that means you need to keep a first aid kit.
First aid kits are very important to have in your household because it's a collection of a lot of things that you might need before you seek medical help. Dun 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 dun, iodine solution. This is a dark colored liquid and basically it's an antiseptic. And what does antiseptic means? It means you're just killing off all of the bacteria. If you don't clean off the bacteria, putting medicine isn't gonna do its job. It's just gonna kind of cover the problem and you're not really killing the bacteria.
There are some things you can't clean with iodine.
Like your eyeballs.
Yes, like your
Oof.
eyeballs. Well, you would use some saline solution. So saline solution could be used to flush things out of your eyeballs, but sometimes in wounds or cuts, you could use saline water to flush out the little stones or sand before you use iodine and then before you apply medication.
Well, that's all we have for today. Remember, it is important to learn some basic medical care. That way we can prevent any injuries from getting worse. But that is all we have for today. Remember to follow us on Instagram and send us a DM or an email if there's something you want to say in English, but you just don't know how. Kiki, anything else?
Don't eat your cotton swabs. Kiwi later!